Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. It's been about 4 months since I last uploaded, so I'm just gonna take you with a little update around all my plants. So first of all, the jade that you saw, the golden jade, it died. I think because the pot wasn't draining too well. It had too much, the soil had composted too much and it wasn't really draining that well. So, but here are the trees that I still have and the plants and succulents I still have. It's spring, as you can see, I'm outside. So all my plants are outside now. So I'm just gonna give you a little update. So here we go. So first of all, here's that pine. Let's see if I can get it on the camera. Here's that pine that you saw about 4 months ago. I did a little wiring on it. It's not my favorite, but it was my first go at wiring, and that's what that ended up looking like. Put it in this little training pot for bonsai, and I put some moss on it just to give it a nice look. Next we have some pine seedlings I have. They're growing okay. Some birds came and made a mess of mostly all my plants, and these little guys somehow survived, even though they were basically bare rooted. So there they are. Next, you saw these guys 4 months ago. This is what they're looking like now. A lot of growth, lots of new growth, very vigorous. They're doing really well outside. If you saw them before, you would have noticed they were very, very small. I had just pruned them, and this is all their new growth, as you can see. And I took one of them out just to maybe try and bonsai it someday. Let it grow for 3 to 4 years. Let it get more bigger, and it's in this little clay pot. Next is this golden sedum, I think it's called. I don't really like this plant too much, but I just have it out here, see what happens with it. It's very resilient. I've gone probably 2 to 3 weeks without watering it, and it's still fine, and it still grows, and it barely gets any light inside, so I just took it outside for the summer and spring. Next is the ginseng ficus you saw before as well on the other video. That one I had just pruned as well. You might notice the soil is a little bit different. It's a little bit more airy now. It has a lot of perlite in it. So that's what this tree is looking like. Has also quite a lot of new growth. You can see the leaves are a little burnt, just because it's adapting to being outside now. It's been sitting by my windowsill for a long time. And next is another tree you saw before that's looking very different. It's this juniper I had shown you 4 months ago. I didn't wire this one, but I did some major pruning to give us this kind of canopy shape hanging off of the side. It's also in the same training pot as the pine I showed you, as a spruce I showed you first. And I also put some moss on it. I actually did this today, so hopefully it'll go well. And that's what that's looking like. Next we have a little cutting from the ficus, this ficus up here, which rooted pretty well. Actually, it took maybe 5 days. Didn't do anything to it, just grab the cutting and stick that in the soil, and it rooted pretty well. It started with just one leaf, and you can see all the new growth. That's all new, and this right here is all new as well. So that one's doing pretty well. And next we have my maple seedlings. This is a mix of seedlings. I just found these seedlings on my backyard, so it's probably, I would say, either sugar maples or Norway maples. have them in this little tray. I had the lid closed before they germinated, and it took about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks to germinate. And you can see some of them are already sprouting the real leaves from the middle. And here we have this Norway maple that's not doing too well. I transplanted this from a backyard, and I think I transplanted it too late in the year. It has some major transplant shock, and I think I cut too many roots off of it. Hopefully it'll survive, but that's what it's looking like now. It's not looking too well. And then finally, we have my snake plant inside, which I got probably 2 weeks ago. I had to repot it because, again, the pot that it was on, it wasn't draining too well. As you can see now, it's much better. It's dry, so it's very dry as they like it. It's like that's like the only way you can kill a snake plant is just watering too much and letting it sit on water. As you can see, it has some damage from that right there, but overall it's pretty healthy. And it has a little new guy growing back here. You can see right there, so that's cool. It's pretty neat. I really like this for inside. It's they don't need too much light, and they look pretty cool. So that's basically the update for this time, guys. It's been 4 months. I'm gonna try to upload more consistently to this channel. I have a lot more plants growing now. All of them are outside and thriving. Yeah, and I'm planning to get even more plants. So yeah, make sure you subscribe and you leave a like if you enjoyed. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.